Imagine this. You're in the middle of a heated argument, and words are flying like arrows. Your instinct is to fight back, to defend yourself. But what if you didn't? What if instead you chose silence? Not as a sign of weakness, but as a deliberate act of power and control. Think about it. When was the last time you truly paused before speaking? How often do you regret words spoken in anger, frustration, or impulse? Silence, when used wisely, isn't just golden, it's transformative. The greatest minds, from ancient Stoics to modern leaders, knew the value of silence. It's not about hiding. It's about observing, learning, and responding with purpose. Today, I'll share 6 specific situations where staying silent can make you more respected, more valuable, and more at peace. Let's dive in and uncover the hidden power of silence. Silence. It's often misunderstood. Some see it as a weakness, others as indifference. But in reality, silence is one of the most powerful tools you can have in your arsenal. It's not about retreating or avoiding. It's about knowing when to step back, assess the situation, and act with wisdom. The Stoics believed in the power of restraint. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You always own the option of having no opinion. There is never any need to get worked up or to trouble your soul about things you can't control." And what better way to practice this than with silence? Think about this. The most respected people aren't the loudest in the room. They're the ones who listen, observe, and speak only when it adds value. Silence can disarm an opponent, protect your peace, and even elevate your status in the eyes of others. It can be the difference between escalating a conflict and maintaining control. In a world where everyone's racing to be heard, mastering the art of silence sets you apart. But knowing when to be silent, that's the real skill. Today, we'll uncover 6 specific scenarios where staying quiet isn't just a choice, it's the smartest thing you can do. From avoiding unnecessary drama to preserving your dignity, these are lessons that can reshape how you approach life and relationships. So, let's get started. Silence isn't just golden, it's life-changing. Life will always present situations where someone tries to provoke you, whether through criticism, sarcasm, or outright hostility. Reacting immediately often plays into their hands, escalating the conflict or making you appear defensive. Silence in these moments is not weakness, it's wisdom. Think about it. You're in a meeting, and a colleague makes a passive-aggressive comment targeting your work. The temptation to clap back is strong, but what if you remained silent instead? That silence sends a message. It shows composure, confidence, and a refusal to engage in unnecessary drama. The person expecting a reaction is thrown off balance. By choosing silence, you maintain your dignity and avoid saying something that could backfire. Later, when emotions settle, you can respond from a place of clarity, ensuring your words carry weight and intention. In the heat of the moment, words can become weapons, hurled without thought, only to regret later. Emotional outbursts, whether fueled by anger, frustration, or sadness, can damage relationships and diminish your credibility. Silence in these moments is a powerful tool to preserve both. Imagine having a disagreement with a loved one. Tensions rise, voices get louder, and you feel the urge to fire back with a sharp comment. Instead, you take a breath and choose silence. This doesn't mean suppressing your emotions. It means giving yourself the space to process them. It's like pausing a storm instead of letting it destroy everything in its path. Once the emotions subside, your words can be carefully chosen to express how you feel without causing unnecessary harm. Silence in this context is not avoidance, it's control, and it helps maintain respect on both sides. Rushing to speak without having the full picture can lead to misunderstandings, wrong assumptions, or even embarrassment. Intelligent silence allows you to gather information, listen carefully, and make a more informed response. Think of a work meeting where a colleague presents an idea you initially disagree with. Instead of interrupting or challenging them immediately, you hold back. You listen to their reasoning, ask clarifying questions, and gather the full scope of their argument. In doing so, you might discover their perspective has merit, or you'll be better equipped to offer constructive feedback. This kind of silence not only reflects wisdom, but also earns respect. People appreciate those who take the time to understand before reacting. It's a reminder that it's better to be thoughtful and silent than impulsive and loud. People often just need someone to listen, not someone to solve their problems. Jumping in with advice or opinions while someone is expressing their emotions can come off as dismissive or even self-centered. Silence, in this case, becomes a powerful way to show empathy. Imagine a friend is venting about their tough day at work. Instead of interjecting with advice or sharing your similar experiences, you remain silent, nodding and offering nonverbal cues to show you're listening. By simply being present and letting them express themselves, you provide the support they truly need. This kind of silence strengthens relationships. It shows that you value their emotions and are there for them without trying to take over the conversation or fix everything. Speaking without sufficient knowledge can erode your credibility. Intelligent individuals recognize when it's better to stay silent rather than risk sharing misinformation or sounding uninformed. For instance, imagine you're in a meeting where a complex topic you're unfamiliar with is being discussed. Instead of offering vague input, you focus on listening intently, taking notes, and asking thoughtful questions later. By doing this, you not only learn, but also gain respect for being honest about your knowledge gaps. Silence here demonstrates humility and a commitment to learning. People will trust your words more when they know you only speak after truly understanding the subject. Silence can be a powerful tool when someone seeks your advice or guidance. Instead of immediately jumping in with solutions, give them space to explain their thoughts fully. Often, people find clarity not just by voicing their concerns. For example, imagine a colleague approaches you with a work problem. Instead of interrupting or offering immediate suggestions, you listen attentively. After they finish, you respond with something like, "It sounds like you've thought this through deeply. What do you think your next step should be?" This encourages them to trust their own judgment while knowing they have your support. By staying silent and letting others express themselves, you show respect for their intelligence and foster an environment of collaboration and trust. Silence here becomes a bridge for deeper understanding and stronger connections. As we journey through life, mastering the art of silence in key situations is a sign of wisdom, strength, and self-awareness. It's not about avoiding confrontation or withholding your voice when it truly matters, but about knowing when silence speaks louder than words. Each situation we've explored is a chance to elevate your relationships, protect your energy, and show your value without saying a word. As Marcus Aurelius reminds us, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Apply this wisdom, and you'll notice not only a change in how others perceive you, but also a profound shift in your inner peace and clarity. If these insights resonated with you, imagine how much more we can explore together. Subscribe to John the Stoic for more transformative life wisdom. Share this video with someone who needs it, and let's grow together. Comment below with your own experiences of silence and wisdom. I'd love to hear your journey. Let's navigate this path with courage, clarity, and strength.